Hey, that just started on its own. I guess we're starting. Happy Beltane, everybody. We are going to use the Beltane Oracle, Seasons of the Witch Oracle. I do have to shuffle a couple times because I wasn't ready. I'm trying to think of something to say, but there's a sort of stillness. It's the dusk in which the bonfires would be so beautiful. Just two cards. Getting sucked into certain things. They're sort of upside down. These seem almost very too... Not, I don't mean opposition, but like on opposite sides of the spectrum. So we have Sacred Waters and Primal, card 35 and card 32. Sacred Waters. Drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace. Unafraid of the presence, releasing the cords, I call her in. I call her deeply within. I'm in Primal. There's no other way around but through the very truth that lives within you. Both cards said within. It's on the bottom. I was holding this deck upside down the entire time. This is interesting. Card number 9, which is my lucky number, in case you needed to know that for whatever strange reason, is number 9, Fae. And don't those look dark? I was listening to a few different things about Beltane, or the various ways to articulate that, the Fire Festival, and some of them are dark. Less dark these days in their practices, but oh goodness, that's to speak of the people on Fridays. Not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale. Ooh! And my ear started ringing. I'm sorry. Fascinating. I'm sorry about all the noise my dog's making. That freaked me out. My ear started ringing the second I finished reading that. My right ear. Let's read Sacred Waters. This card comes to a reading when you are ready to heal wounds that have troubled you for many moons, perhaps lingering pains from things lost, or the weight of the past that creeps up to haunt you at night. Pulling Sacred Waters is a sign that you will soon be renewed, and your soul will release the cords that have bound you to hurtful memories of old. Excuse you. Just a minute, my love. Just a minute. You may not know what needs to be healed. You could be carrying luggage that isn't immediately present in your consciousness, but the effects of such deep healing will become evident in the changes happening around you. Do not question the blessings coming into your life. They are here because you are slowly learning to wash away the blocks that have previously prevented such abundance. Sacred Waters reminds you to be gentle with yourself in the coming weeks. Difficult emotions or painful memories may surface, but this is your spirit bringing them to your awareness so that they can be healed for good. If you do experience painful memories, allow them to wash over you. Do not try to overcome what you feel or allow yourself to feel guilty for what you're feeling. Simply experience the wave, allowing it to pass at its leisure. That's not as bright and cheery as I was hoping. Honey, how many times did I ask you if you needed to go out before I started this? Several. Just a couple more minutes. Be attentive to do this reading quickly. Primal. There is a primal force flowing through each of us. You feel it when your tummy rumbles, and you feel the urge to eat. And when your sexual desires overcome you while sharing a kiss with your beloved. These urges guide you to seek shelter when it rains, to cover up when you're cold, and to run when you are afraid. And while these urges are seen as being necessary for survival, other urges, such as honoring your wild, uninhibited self and raw nature, are not always welcome in modern society. However, they are equally essential to living. The Primal card is here to challenge you to let go of who you think you're supposed to be, so you can become who you really are. If you have felt confused, stagnant, or lacking in motivation, or have a general sense you are going nowhere, it may be because you are trying to follow a path that isn't truly meant for you. Consider whether you are living to please others, doing what is expected of you rather than what brings you fulfillment. Alternatively, if you find that you are in alignment with your current goals, consider whether you have been trying to emulate others rather than expressing your true self. You may have similar goals as another person, but you do not have to go about achieving them in the same ways. Trust that who you are is more than enough without having to change your core nature or adapt to fit in. Social detox. Social media is a powerful tool, but it can create anxieties and stress when you don't feel like you're where you want to be. If you are regularly comparing yourself to others, consider detoxing from all your social media while you surrender to your true nature. Doing so will allow you to step into your own skin without social influence. I like that. It's a good season, in my opinion, as they not in all places of the world, but in many, the earth is changing, and it's changing, and it's a blank slate. I got distracted by this this number 9, because I was gonna pull another deck, but now I'm like, no, I do. Since my ears started ringing, I need to read that one, and then I'll probably scoot, unless I feel called again to the other deck. The standard operating procedure for fairies is to be mischievous, devious, and playful to a fault, and for this reason, they're often misunderstood. I see where this is going. To them, they are simply living their lives as they always have, and doing what is natural for who and what they are. You have pulled Fae because there have been misunderstandings in your situation. Perhaps a miscommunication has occurred, or someone is failing to see your point of view. Everyone has a different standard operating procedure, but different doesn't always mean wrong. Consider how you can be more compassionate for the people involved in the situation. You don't have to agree, but making space for the opinions of others can and often does diffuse any tense situations. You'll be surprised what you can learn by being a better listener, and may even find that all involved have been chasing the same thing the whole time, but just in a different way. The same is true if you are experiencing an internal struggle. Give any emotions you're experiencing time to I was going to say time to expand, but time for expression. Expanded expression. Interesting. Alright, I do want to pull one more. I do. I'm going to try to be quick. Do this 3 shuffles, and then... because I want these to be shorter. Kind of tough to, like, listen to when they're so long. And it's not my intention. I do 2 or 3. Whoa. My brain. Ooh. I'm so distracted. This is the Celtic Spirit Oracle, which I didn't show you because of this Celtic region holiday. I mean, sorry. Forgive me for my ignorance. Oh my. I feel like this is the one that was on the bottom initially, I thought. It's the number 1 card. Like I said. Sorry, a clean slate where the earth hasn't been... Like, things are sprouting, right? But they're in a way that where they're still fragile. They're still delicate. If you need to uproot, transplant, get rid of, or plant anew, this is the time. It's such a wonderful time. I know that, like, Beltane is, well, it's supposed to be the beginning of summer, but it's kind of tough to even see it that way when it's like 40 something degrees where I live right today. Okay, oak, doorway, strength, journey. I have this fortune cookie. I don't know if they do these all over, if this is just like a silly American thing, like through Asian type foods. Again, like, I know Chinese food, like, it's all bastardized here. Anywho, hence this little paper that comes out of the cookie that says, the mighty oak was once a little nut that stood its ground. And I love that so much. If I was to tie this all together, right? It's almost as if there is no wrong way. There is always opportunity to start again. There is always room to reassess your perspective on yourself, your perspective on others. How funny is that? So, I said there is no wrong way, but also it's okay to be wrong, right? It's okay to be wrong. Shift, move forward, see others in a new light. Anyway, I hope that helped. Happy Beltane, light your fires, and be well.